For the last 18 months, the nodes of Karma and Dharma have been traveling through the signs of Cancer Capricorn. We were cosmically implored to develop the heart over the primacy of the head. The point was to also evolve away from the ends justify the means thinking. In many ways, old ideologies as well as traditional institutions have reached their when due to misuse of power and inability to handle the complexity of current times. We are now looking to build a different structure and worldview, and as of May 6th, the nodes transiting into Gemini Sag will help in this endeavor. First off, we've got to get the real facts. Not just facts as propagandistically divorced from a larger story, but honest and clear sources of information. We need to know the unbiased data in order to know how to proceed in all walks of life. Likewise, we must reconfigure or reconsider what the truth is. When we are looking at the nodal transits, the South Node, this time in Sagittarius, tells us what to let go of, the negative or outworn version of the sign. The negative form of Sagittarius is the know-it-all, the dogmatist, the preacher who scams his audience. Unless the highest vision of universality is expressed, the truth will be suspect. The North Node, now moving into Gemini, points to what we need to work out or utilize in a positive manner. Of course, Gemini is negatively correlated with fake news or reality TV or superficial posts. Those are on their way out, especially if they have led to unnecessary death and hardship. North Node in Gemini could manifest as a greater desire for unbiased reporting, our willingness to learn to see the world anew. In a mundane manner, it will reflect on new ways to educate our children. Universities, or at least the hyper-profit-oriented ones, are on their way out, Sag, while new forms of distance learning and education for everyone will come more online, literally or figuratively. In our everyday lives, we will be faced with figuring out what is really going on and must be willing to relearn what we were taught in school and or church. Sag is also religion, and with the South Node moving to the sign of spiritual institutions, we will see a waning of their numbers. The recent act of Christian fundamentalists to hold Easter services is one such vision of hubris and overreach and reveals the war on secular America. The truth is, there is no war on churches. The Christian right is a puppet army of fascists in service to a separative agenda. We must move away from dogma, religious, political, and social, and become like eager and curious students of what is really going on. Depending on your sign, where might you choose to seek facts over glamorized or charged fictions? For Aries, it's considering which spiritual practices or ideologies really help people on an everyday basis. For Taurus, to know exactly what your financial needs are, what you can provide yourself rather than taking on unnecessary financing or loans. Smaller is better now. For Gemini, do not count on or accept the judgments and truths of others about what reality is. Find out for yourself. For Cancer, there's a lot of information that you received in adolescence that is obsolete. Time to reach a deeper source. For Leo, there are storylines from your childhood that no longer are relevant to the new society coming into view. For Virgo, don't think that you can't make it. In fact, you were born for this moment. Your natural analytical skills are necessary to building a new world. For Libra, do not succumb to the prejudicial views of your family or siblings. Instead, find the facts in an unbiased publication or news source. For Scorpio, it may be time to work with others rather than trying to prove you can make it on your own. For Sagittarius, like Scorpio, it's important to consider the viewpoint of others. You don't always have to be the teacher. You can be the student as well. For Capricorn, ideas must be practical and workable, even if you have to learn new skills. Don't just wing it on old conditioning. For Aquarius, it may be more important that you listen to yourself rather than to doze on social media. For Pisces, the notion of career success may be bogus in comparison to your need to feel at home within yourself. Find out what you really want in your life. The journey of facts versus fiction will be ongoing now through January 2022, and of course, it will be an unfolding. Seek the highest source of information and do it unemotionally. Dogma works because it connects to our lower emotional responses. Gemini is amoral, not immoral, although the lying ability of both Sag and Gemini is a bit of a landmine. He, she, they is multifaceted and can see all sides to the story, and this is a skill we must now all learn to our benefit, for without this ability to acknowledge the other, we will be drowning in a sea of ever more harmful demagoguery and lies. The only truth is that we are different but equal, and we must learn this lesson now in order for the planet to survive and thrive. I'm Metastrologer Patrice Kamins.